Hello. I don't know what to say. This is my first stream. um, I hope everything's going well and you can hear me. I thought I'd show off something that I've been working on. I've been making a website. Um, it's Charles Davis Photography. And I'm very happy with how it looks at the moment. Um, I've been working on it for the past couple of years. This is the home screen. Got a bit about me. I do a lot of film photography. And so I've added that to here. And I'm really happy with the layout and how it works, how it looks so far. What I do is I got the images up here, and then down below I talk a bit about it. So I put my thoughts and like what I thought about the film stock. And then I've got a blog, which I'm working on. Here I write about different stuff. So I talked about the S670, and I also put what's new in here as well. So like when I make changes to the website, I do a weekly update, and I got 2 viewers. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a good evening or a good day. I'm just showing my website that I've been working on. I'm really happy with it. Here I put changes, whether they're big or small. I got photography styles. So here I'll put like expired film, and so this was some expired film. I believe this expired in 2006. Can't remember now. Let me see. But it expired quite a long time ago. So I got here. I've shown what the scans looked like without any corrections. So these are unedited. These are what the lab sent me. They're quite orange, kind of like a brownish type tint to them. And then here are the corrections that I've made. So the colours are looking a bit better. They look a bit normal now. With expired film, I want to show both. Because I find it important to show what the film naturally looks like. Then again, I give my thoughts down below. Film swaps is a good one. I don't know if you don't know what a film swap is. It's basically I shoot a roll of film in my camera, but instead of just getting it sent to be developed, I give it to another person, and then they shoot over the same film, and it gives really cool like double exposures. Like here's like that's interesting. Um, like it doesn't always work. Um, like this, like the car's going through my nephew. But then you could find something that does work. Like it looks like he's behind like a gate. Um, then I put my Polaroids up here as well. It's a work in progress. I've actually been scanning some today, and it's taking quite a long time. I've got a few hundred to scan and go through, and I don't really edit them per se, but um, I'll just remove the dust. So there's a lot of time that goes in after um, on like Photoshop that goes into just dust removal and I forgot I closed it down so they're not gonna be there. But they would I'd normally just correct them, so I'd boost the contrast a bit because they can come out as like quite flat sometimes. They can come out as quite flat straight from the scanner. Where is it? So here I've got what I'd normally do is I'd go in and just crop them and then open them up in Photoshop and remove the dust and just boost contrast a bit. But yeah, so I've got, it's a work in progress. I've got 2022's up and 2025's up at the moment. I don't have 2023 or 2024 up. I got to go through those. And that's going to be a bit of a pain. But here are the ones from 2022. Now you can see with the black and white ones. These have naturally aged right now. They've gone like a sepia kind of like a brownish tint. They used to be more like this back then. But Polaroids tend to age quite quickly. So I've included both the natural version and then the black and white version. You can see there's quite a difference to them. And I like trying out different cameras. Like these were shot on a mix of different cameras. I started with the Polaroid Now, which is like a Polaroid Now is a modern camera. It's one of these. It's a very simple camera. It's got a plastic lens. It's got a flash, double exposure mode. But it's very simple. It's a rangefinder. So you're looking for a window to the side. Then I got myself a Polaroid Lab, which stuff like this was shot on. I took this on my phone, but then I turned it into a Polaroid by using this. So it's not a printer per se. It's not a printer because it literally, you put your phone screen on there, so it's an actual camera, and you put your phone on there and it takes a picture of your phone screen, which is pretty cool. And you can turn your normal digital photos into actual Polaroids. Then I got myself the SX70, which is actually the first Polaroid camera that was released back in. It was unveiled in 1972, and then it was released like worldwide in 1973. It's a pretty old. Sadly, it doesn't work at the moment, but you open it up like that, which is really cool. And this is a SLR, so when I look through, you're actually looking through the lens, so you can get perfect composition. And then it's got a glass lens as well, so it's really sharp. And it's got a basic like exposure compensation to make a picture lighter or darker. Then another camera I used, let me find a good one. I mean, I could show this, but yes. So yeah, I'll just show this one. But this was taken with the SX70 sonar. It's practically the same as the SX70, but it's got this part here. It's got an autofocus, hence the name SX70 sonar, because it uses sonar autofocus. It's the same stuff that bats use, which is really cool. So you half press the shutter, and then it will. Now I'm focused on my laptop, or now I'm focused on my cameras. The good thing about sonar is because it uses sound waves, they go out from the camera and bounce off the nearest object, come back, and then the camera focuses on that. So it works even in pitch darkness. If the sun went out, it would still focus on what you're trying to focus on. Unlike modern stuff, if the conditions are less than desirable, it won't focus properly. But it does have drawbacks. Like if you're photographing through a window, it will focus on the window and not what's past the window. Yeah, so these were all taken on a mix of different Polaroid cameras. I got some Christmas stuff. These are my very early photos. My sister with her two dogs, Lily and Izzy. And yeah, so Polaroids are a work in progress. I got 2025s up at the moment. These are some of my most recent stuff. I found another old Polaroid camera. It was at a recycling centre, I found it for about where is it? It's not here now, is it? I don't know where it is. Here it is. Oh. So I found this camera at a recycling centre for about, it was about 20 quid, $20. It's another fold up one. The Polaroid autofocus 660, so it uses sonar again. But the good thing about this is it's an old camera, which I like, but it's also got autofocus, and it's also got a flash. And I guess it's got exposure compensation. I haven't used it much. This camera is actually surprisingly accurate. And it works. I could throw this around and it will still... I'd probably smash it on the floor and it will probably still work. It's really cool. So yeah, so I've all of from about here down to here. These were all shot with the with that new camera. Just a test really to see if it works. And I guess it does work. This is probably one of my favourite ones. My friend Leo, I was really happy. Sometimes I can't exactly get the best shots with Polaroids. Like if it's overexposed, the sky will be like white, and if it's underexposed, it will just be too dark. But this time I got my friend in. My friend was nicely exposed, and the background and the sky's actually blue, which I'm happy about. Unlike like you'll see here, the sky is kind of like grey. And it wasn't a grey day, to be fair. It was perfectly normal. It was a bit sunny. Or sometimes you'll get a dramatic sky, but the foreground will be badly underexposed. And Polaroids can change very dramatically depending on the conditions. Like if it's sunny, it will lean more pinkish, like this, pinkish red. It will lean more towards that kind of hue. Whereas if it's too cold, it will be all horrible and green, like this, like blue or green. But there's not much saving it. I tried my best to get the colours back, but I just couldn't. And this was a cool type of film I shot. It's like a duochrome green, or reclaimed green, or whatever it was. It's like kind of like an experimental type. Like it looks very alien. I thought that was cool. I went to Plymouth. My dad. And yeah, the thing about using these old cameras as well, is that they don't have frog tongues. Like I'll show you, Polaroid frog tongue. So these things, because obviously you want to shield the Polaroid from light. Like at least for the first couple minutes. So normally, like well, that's not normal. I hate to be that person. But basically, what usually with the newer cameras, when you take a photo, um, like this piece of plastic will come out and it's shielding the Polaroid from light for a few seconds, or until you take the picture out. But with these older cameras, like the S670, you had to buy frog tongues separately. Um, with these older ones, they don't have frog tongues, so obviously this this part came out. This part of the Polaroid came out first. And half of it is overexposed. It's kind of like fogged up a bit. That's because there's no frog tongue. But yeah, so those are my Polaroids. Let's go back to my film photography. So I'm all up to date with these now, except for this one. This was another film swap. I haven't received the film back yet, so I can't just I can't upload it yet. But I've got from my very first roll from in 2023 with a disposable camera to my most current one is all up there now. Some of my favourite ones. When I went to South Korea, there's this theme park in Seoul called Lotte World. And there was a camera shop just outside called Camera Work. Good night! I'm upstairs! Sorry. But yeah, there's this camera shop just outside called Camera Work. And they were doing a promotion on at the time. I could go in, you can rent a camera for free, and you could just take it out for the day for free. So I rented an Olympus 35DC. I was happy with the results, so I ended up purchasing one later on my trip. I was just taking anything that I thought was interesting. I was happy with this one, with like the neon. Some more from the trip. I will share this one. So I went to this place called Gamcheon Culture Village in Busan, and it's the whole village. All the buildings are like painted, or they've got artwork on. So I thought I'd take a few while I was there. I took some at night time in Hyundai. I met up with a friend from online, and he took me to this restaurant, and I tried something I never thought I would try. I think it was like tripe. It was like a speciality dish from Busan. Like they eat it a lot down there. I think it was like octopus with intestines. Um, and I actually quite liked it. It was really nice. Um, Let me see. These are still some very early stuff. Now these are the most recent. Um, I'll go through my favourite one I took recently. This was shot on Ilford FP4 Plus. I found a flash because up until now I hadn't really been using a flash for any film, and I wanted to test it out. So um, here are the photos from. These are all taken of a flash. I'm really happy with the sharpness of a film. This was uh, this was a very slow speed film. It has an ISO of 125. I shot it at ISO 100, and I used a flash. And even I shot all of these handheld, um, both a mix of inside and out. Um, and I was even the ones from at night time, which I'll get to in a second. That's another one I like. Some flowers. Um, Sometimes I like to just, like with this, I like to take pictures of like mundane things. Now these are getting to nighttime now. Um, that's cool. Even with a flash, I get I was using a flash, but still, I'm surprised they came out well exposed. Um, Especially considering it was such a slow speed film and it was nighttime. Um, this is probably my favourite of the role. This one of the Goose Fair. We went to Colleton Carnival. Um, so I took some portraits. A firefighter. This one was completely pitch black outside, but conditions were, um, yeah. I was very happy with how they turned out. Um, some portrait. First time shooting portrait 800. Some more at night. This time I use a tripod with a shutter release cable. Like you can see how long my exposure was from this. You can see him all the way. And some during the daytime. I thought I quite liked this one. I like the seagull. I don't know if it's like cleaning itself or what. Um, I don't know if you've ever been to Dawlish, but Dawlish is like a seaside town in the UK. And they have like loads of swans and um, on this particular day they were all over the place. Like all the swans were all over the road. There's some like nesting from the looks of it. I got a few more images of the swans. you can see that they're just. Luckily, the road was blocked off. So no cars could come down. They're just walking all over the street. I've never seen that down here before. I've seen them on like this part, but not this many. And I was kind of a bit late to take the photos. There was a lot more than what you see here. Again, I talk about a bit about it. I'm not too big of a fan of Agfa. Like it's just the colours are just very like muted. Some slide film. First time shooting slide film, I was in Hamburg in Germany with my friend. Slide film is really difficult to shoot. You have to have exposure correct. Like you have to have it like very correct. Because if it's just a little bit overexposed or a little bit underexposed, it's very hard to recover any details. Like a few of these, I try to recover as much as I could. But when you do that, the colours become more faded, more muted. But I was quite happy because that was my first time shooting slide film. Phoenix by Harman. This was an interesting film stock. If you didn't know, Harman is behind like all the black and white films such as like Ilford and Kentmere. All those are made by Harman. Up until now they were only really making black and white film. Like when you think of black and white film, you think of Ilford, you think of Kentmere. You don't necessarily think of any colour film. But they came out with their own colour film. I wasn't too big of a fan of it. Very minimal. Yo! Alright, how's it going? Hope you're having a good evening. I thought I'd make a Twitch account, and this is my first time, really. I just if you're into photography, I'm showing off some of my photos. I've been working on a website. I just wanna share my photography, really. I'm thinking of at some point doing IRL streams and going on like photo walks and thank you. I'm really into like film photography, so I'm going through for a few things. I've been working on a website for the past couple of years. Charles Davis Photography. Yeah. I like games. I don't play any games as much anymore. I need to get back into that. But I've been mostly I've just been watching other people. I've been really into like queso recently. Of the Goob Lagoon, and I might start streaming games at some point. Counter-Strike, Minecraft, nice. when I do play games, I usually load up Minecraft, and I do like art. I've actually been trying to learn to draw recently, but it's mostly photography at the moment. That's what um, that's really what I digital art. Nice. Oh hell yeah! I'd love to. Um, so, I'd love to check it out. I don't have Discord. No, I've been meaning to get it. Um, I've made so many accounts. Um, I don't. I need to have a main one. Oh yeah, I have Instagram. Link me to your Instagram page if you got that on you. Really, Brooks. Want me to look up? Want me to look up on here? Okay. I'll um I'll do that now actually. I've been actually trying to learn to draw because I wanna make my own comic books. Um, I'm actually really into comic books. All those are comics. I will add you. My I'll write it in. Followed you, and it should come up. It should have come up with only film 1888. I've given you a follow. Thank you. I'd love to check out your art. These are pretty cool. Yeah, I'll check them out. That's cool. These are really cool. How long have you been doing art for? I've been thinking to get a new logo. Um, it? Where is it? I can't find it now. Ooh. Hmm. What do you think? Yeah, so um yeah, so this film, Phoenix by Harmon, they decided to branch out and do colour film. I wasn't too big of a fan of it, to be fair. Very minimal exposure latitude. It was like if it tended to underexpose quite a lot. Like these are very dark, and I try to bring them up as much as possible, but then the grain becomes much more apparent. I've been meaning to try out their second version because they came out with another one, um, Harmon Phoenix 200. So this was the older one. They came out with a second version which I haven't checked out yet, Phoenix 2. Apparently it fixes a lot of what was wrong with it before. So I've been meaning to check that out at some point. Again, I give my thoughts on it. Another thing I've added to my website is you can search by camera. So if you're only looking for specific photos, like, I don't know, shot on the Contax RTS, then you can find what you're looking for on here. These were just shot with the Contax. If you're looking for something like a point and shoot, you can check out the Pentax SBO. maybe for medium format with an old Agfa. You can check out these. I got this camera. So old. It was like released in like the 1950s. So it was quite an old camera. But some of the time it actually worked pretty well. Thank you. That's nice of you. How's it going? You having a good evening or a good day? I found this old camera. It's an Agfa Isola. It's from the 1950s. It's a very simple camera, and it's very stressful to use. I'm alright. I'm okay. I haven't been up to much today. I've just been scanning some Polaroids today. Really. What have you been up to? Over here, if I come across something that I find is interesting, like a camera shop, nothing much really, pretty chill day today for me. Fair enough. Same really. I haven't been able to do much. The weather's not been the greatest, so I've just been stuck inside doing some work. If I was a certain store like Snappy Snaps, they develop film. I'll list them here. Put the address and maybe their Instagram. To let people know this is where you can go to get this done, or this is where you can go. But yeah, I think tomorrow, I don't think I'll be doing much tomorrow. I think I will take a break from my photography and read some comics. I read quite a lot of comics. I want to show you what some of the stuff that I'm. Oh shit. Let me. I don't know if I'm able to show. Let me get this up. Right. Yes. So over here, these are all comics. Let me get the webcam a bit bigger. I'm quite new to Twitch, so I don't know. I don't actually know how to change cameras or make it bigger. So for now, I'm just yeah. All of these are comics, but I read a lot of DC and Star Wars and like Only Press. Like I've got a long box of comics in here, and it's just full of like Only Press comics and like EC comics and like Dark Horse, and it's up to you. cdaviesstudio.com remove. How's it going? Expedient Master. I'll just replying to a message. Maybe. But yes. So in here are all my comics. I'm not gonna move everything over. I'm not gonna move everything yet, but I've got 3 long boxes and about 4 short boxes of comics. I've got if you're into Star Wars, I've got there's quite a few good series out at the moment. Jedi Knights is good if you're into comics. I've actually really wanted to. I've been trying to draw recently because I want to be able to make my own comic. That would be really cool. I've had a few good ideas. Like I've got the story all down, but I don't know. I can't draw, so I've been on Procreate and really trying to spend a lot of time. Been spending a lot of time just drawing boxes, because yeah, I need to get the basics down. Um, these this art's really cool. But yes, I've been spending a lot of time trying to learn to draw. Usually, I'm just into photography, but I've wanted for the longest time to be able to actually draw. I used to draw quite a lot. I used to be really into art, but at the moment, over the years, I don't know why, I just stopped. Really. I don't know why. I should really give it another go. But yeah, at the moment with my website, there's a few things that I'm working on. You can see I've got an account section here. People can make an account, but I don't really have any reason for people to do so at the moment. There's a shopping basket at the top, but I don't actually have a store on there at the moment. I'm thinking of having my own film shop. My own film store would be cool. Maybe I want to. Obviously, I want to like develop people's films for people at some point. That could be cool. But it's really difficult. I honestly, it's very, very difficult. And yeah, I've just been spending the past couple years on this. It's taken a while, but I'm finally at this stage now. I've got my contact form up. If anybody wants to contact me, they can either email me or they can fill out. You could fill out a contact form. If you want to do a film swap with me, I've also got a form for that. I'd love to do a film swap with as many people as possible. And yeah, if you're on the website and you want to know what's new, you can go to Shutterthoughts blog, or you can click on Site Spotlight Weekly up on the top left, and then you'll get to my most recent update. This is from last week. And yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. Yeah, so this is my website. There's not really much else, really. Of course, there's Charles Davis Photography. That's www.charlesdavisphotography.co.uk. In the top left, you can easily find my email. So you'll be able to send me an email if you need to. If anybody wants to email me, there's a link to both of my Instagrams. I've got two at the moment. This was my old one. And the problem with this one is the layout. I don't like the flags. I also haven't updated this in a while. My other Instagram, which is quite new, but I haven't updated this either for a while because I have been focusing on my website. Got my Facebook, but again I haven't updated my Twitter. I haven't been on social media at all really for a while. And yeah, that's my website. I thought I'd show you this, and I think going forward I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. Thinking I'd love to stream myself doing my like day-to-day stuff like editing and showing you my process. Doing IRL streams. Oh, I don't know if I froze then. Yeah, I'd love to stream my day-to-day process of like editing and showing you my process. I'd love to do IRL streams as well. Maybe where I could go out on photo walks, take you around, take one of my cameras, and just yeah, that could be fun. I'll get. I think with enough practice, I'll get a bit better at Twitch. I've been like I've been struggling on how to set up Streamlabs, and yeah, it's been an interesting process. I think like the first couple hours before I was streaming, I was just trying to figure out how to set it up. And I'm hoping when I end the stream, it will save it and it won't. Yeah, and it won't just. I'm hoping it won't just everything get deleted. And yeah, my Instagram onlyfilm1888. I'm slowly posting. This is just gonna be centered around film. So no digital, just film, instant photography, and film. Oh shit! I didn't mean to like my own photo. That's a bit sad. And yeah, let me know what you're into. Are you into art? Are you into photography? Are you into gaming? What do you like? Let me make this a bit smaller. That's better. Yeah. What am I interested in? I have a few other hobbies outside of photography. I think I mentioned I like comic books. I'm really into K-dramas. I'm like the only music I listen to is K-pop. The only thing outside of YouTube that I watch is really K-dramas. Is anyone else into K-dramas? K-pop? If so, who do you like to listen to? I like Stray Kids. Let me just, if I can just try to figure out how I can I hide. Yep, that's hidden. I don't think you can see my screen now. Trying to sign into something and I don't want my passwords being shown. Let me see. Here we go. Let me enable that again. So this is my drama list. You can use this to take note of what's coming out, and I use a mobile app more often than not because it has a it's just easier. It's just much easier for me because I can just view it on a bus, on a train, on anywhere where I am. If I go to profile, let me see. Let me see if I'm able to. My watch list. So, completed. These are all of the K-drama related stuff that I've watched. Some of my favourite stuff being movie #Alive. 18 again is good. It's based on what's that called? The American movie. I forgot. A guy becomes young again. Shop for Killers is good. I'm waiting for season 2. That is a really good show. It's on Disney Plus. If you want to watch it. Let me see profile, my watch list. These are all the stuff I've watched. I have watched. Let me see if I can find how long I've watched stuff for. Yes, I've watched K-dramas for 43 days, 6 hours, 50 minutes. Movies, 17 hours and 44 minutes. It's a lot of time spent on K-dramas. Space Sweepers. I watched this the other night. It's really good. It reminded me of like Guardians of the Galaxy. Let me just see. I want to put the trailer up, but I don't want to get this flagged. I don't want the VOD to get. Okay, yeah, looks like I can't show the trailer. I was gonna put the trailer on. Such a good trailer, but I don't want to get. I'm a new streamer and I don't want my I don't want to be at risk. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Have a moment. What can I watch later? Wait, what?
Good news for K-drama fans. We all know that there will be a season 2 of Goblin. Like this video and comment season 2 if you are excited for...
Hold on. 1 second. Let me see. Think is that.
Good news for K-drama fans. We all know that there will be a season 2 of Goblin. Like this video and comment season 2 if you are excited for the next chapter. Well, recently, this popular announcement went viral on Facebook and got at least 105,000 likes in 2 days. Also on YouTube, the original video got over 100,000 views, which made this the most popular announcement in history. Good news for K-drama fans.
No way. Is it actually getting a season 2? If you didn't know, Goblin is this guardian, the great and lonely god. It is such a good show. It's probably my favorite K-drama. I'm watching it pretty much every couple days. But I keep going back to it. It's so good. Let me see. Has Queso uploaded some more Goob Lagoon? I don't think he has. No, the last one was like 11 days ago, wasn't it? The last one was 13 days ago. I'm still waiting. I keep going into the comments.
If you missed!
I keep going into the comments because I'm trying to see if there's any recent comments for asking the same thing. Where is the show? But there's not. There's no recent comments. Man, such a good series. W series.
Here are matches for W.
They love the boost! They love the boost! Boost time!
Man, I love Queso. I've mainly been watching his Goob Lagoon stuff. I've been trying to watch his horror stuff, but it's difficult because I'm not good at horror. But man, what else is in my recommended?
안녕.
Wait, what? Again? you what was I gonna say? I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Met a boy who had bullied me for being fat 10 years ago.
Festa do fim de semana, só um rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem solto, passo bem solto. Na festa do fim de semana,
제임스 선생님
어머니.
Yeah, Guardian, Great and Lonely God. Also known as Goblin. Such a good K-drama. So good.
매번 느끼는 거지만 그 모자는 정말 좋은 기획이야. 망자들 마지막 가는 길에 우스워 보이기.
You did this for what? Why not? Why?
백설은 술인가? 아닙니다. 으르렁 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 네. 으르렁 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 네.
그래. 그래서 말인데 카드 다시 돌려줄래?
우리 할아버지가 주는 선물. 내 셀카는 내가 주는 선물. 오, 올라가. 오, 내려가. 오, 꺾여. 아, 그럼 일단 플레이스토어부터 가봅니다.
지금?
네? 왜 이러나?
플레이스토어 가자며.
미성년자는 로또 못 사는데.
Goblin is such a good show. It's probably my favorite K-drama. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's about that time now. I'm gonna go, but good stream. I'm not sure when I'll next be back on, but hopefully it's soon. And yes, maybe I'll stream tomorrow if I'm not out. Yeah, thank you guys for all the support, and I'll be back on again sometime. Yeah, I'm new, so I don't have a outro yet, but yes, adios, bye.